last week, Wall Street closed higher on Friday as investors bet on a September interest rate cut by the U.S. Federal Reserve. Tech giants like Apple and Nvidia rebounded, and Russell 2000 and S&P 400 mid-cap indices surged. More details in this Reuters report.
Wall Street's main indexes closed higher on Friday on bets that the U.S. Federal Reserve will cut interest rates in September. The Dow added about 0.6%, the S&P 500 added 0.5%, and the Nasdaq climbed over 0.6. Data out Friday showing producer prices were slightly hotter than expected in June did little to change bets that a Fed rate cut would come in September. The report came a day after data showed a surprise fall in U.S. consumer prices. J.D. Hatfield, CEO and CIO of Infrastructure Capital Advisors, said the economy has cooled enough for the central bank to start cutting rates this month, but that it won't due to what he called an overly rigid inflation goal.
They treat 2% as if it was chiseled on a tablet and descended from the heavens, when actually there's evidence that's too low. And they only look at PC core versus a broader range of indices. The economy is weakening, so they're taking a risk with the economy. I think we're going to be fine, but they should cut in July, but they definitely will cut in September.
Friday marked the start of earnings season, with J.P. Morgan Chase beating second quarter profit expectations. But shares of the world's largest bank dipped more than 1%. Wells Fargo tumbled 6% after the lender missed estimates for quarterly interest income, while Citigroup fell nearly 2% despite reporting a surge in investment banking revenue. Some of the market's most valuable companies bounced back after dipping in the previous session, with Apple and Nvidia each gaining more than 1%. And after lagging the S&P 500 this year, the small-cap Russell 2000 index rallied for a third straight day, gaining 1.1% and reaching its highest level since 2022, while the S&P 400 mid-cap index rose nearly 1%.